Welcome back to Playwright from Zero to Hero. I am your instructor Mahesh Patel. In this lesson, we will dive into locating child elements and explore different approaches to achieve this effectively. Let's start by creating a new test. Let me just copy the whole thing, this thing. So I'll name this as locating child elements. So inside this, we will try to locate the child elements. How we can do it? So we will use our application. So for that, let me run this program first. Okay, let's say you want to click on this child element of this using the grid option 1. So how we can do it? For before that, let me just inspect it. Okay, you see there are multiple. When I just highlight on these things, there are multiple NB. These things are called cards. Whatever the whole thing is getting highlighted, right? These things are called NB cards. NB card, nebular cards. So we have multiple cards like this. You see, right? So we will use those cards, and inside like we will try to locate those cards first, and then we'll locate the NB child radio element within the desired text. So how to locate the child element? So we can use the same locator page dot locator, and we can write our script. So first we have to find the NB card for this thing. Let me just say, I'll just highlight this part. So if you see, it got highlighted, and this is NB radio, and the card is here. It got highlighted, the whole thing. So it's called NB card. Where it is? Here, sorry, this thing. If you see, it got highlighted fully. So we have to use this thing, NB card. Inside this, we have to go to NB radio, and then we have to use something called so let's go to the option. Inside this, we have something called options, right? Radio button. We will select with the option 1, text. If you see here, inside this thing, we have something like we will use this text option 1 to locate this element. Let's go back to our program. How we can do it? Using page dot locator. So page dot locator. So since it returns the promises, we have to use await. Okay, so let me write the code now. Please have a look how. So first thing is, inside this, what we have to get is NB card, NB hyphen card. So space, after this space, so we are getting NB card. So in this thing, the whole, if you go back, this is a NB card. So you are inside this NB card, the child is NB radio. So this thing, NB radio, if you see it got. So after this, what we have to give here in our program, NB radio, NB hyphen radio, and after this colon with the help of text. So we are using the text attribute, text is. So give the string my bad. Okay, the text, what is the text? The text is this option 1. I'll just copy this thing into my code. Option 1. And what we are going to do, we are going to click on it. So let me run this code in the UI. Okay, UI mode got terminated. Let me open the new one. It takes some time. Let's wait. So it's running. You see it clicked on forms and it clicked on the option 1. So you can write this way, or you can write your code in the form of chain locators. How we can do? Same thing. Instead of clubbing and writing everything in a kind of para, let's use one by one. So nb card, nb hyphen card. Again, after this, again you have to say locator. Again this thing. So what is that? nb radio. After this, what you're going to use? Again the locator. So you are going to use text. This, let me just copy this thing. Okay. So this should be in the whole thing should be in the string. After this, you perform dot click. So let me run my code in the UI, see what it happens. So now let's see. I want to click on option 2 instead of option 1. I want to click on option 2 with the locator. So let me run this thing. You see it got clicked on the option 2. Okay, we have another form where you can mix the locators. You can combine user facing locators and regular locators for more complex scenarios where you are able to in order to identify your web element. So how we can do it? Let me show you. So let me use the same thing till here. Let me copy paste the same. So first thing is common, same thing. Like let me use nb card, nb hyphen card. After this thing, So user locators, which I will use get by role. Get by role. So this time I want to click on the button with the name sign in. If you go back, if you remember our previous class, how we used to do it. First we will the role of, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to click on this sign in button. So this is the role is button, right? So the reason I will just use role is button. After that, what you have to do, comma, and insert opening and closing braces. You have to give, since you are going to use sign in thing, right? So sign in text, you say name as sign in. And after that, what you want to do, you want to click on it. Since we have, if you go back to here, we have different buttons, right? So how we have to make sure it clicks on this thing only. Let's say in order to differentiate, you can use first also, but before that let me run and see whether it runs or it throws the error message. Okay, it clicked on forms. See, through the, it was not able to identify the element. Okay, so this card, so there is a button over here also. Okay, I think I missed. So everything is in capital letter, maybe because of that, or let me try to use first. Let me run it again. Okay, I think now it got clicked. Since there are like different buttons also, right? Similar to, maybe it was not able to identify, so the reason I just used first. So the very first, whatever the button you observed in this grid, you click on that thing, so it did that thing. So that's it for this class. In this lesson we have covered following techniques to locate the child elements using like we have used locators separated by spaces for a complex syntax. We also used the chain locators and we have combined user facing locators with the regular locators. Remember, always aim to use unique and meaningful locators to make your test more robust and maintainable. That's it for this lesson. See you in the next one.